This is the Astrology Show podcast with Jessica Adams.
Thanks, Shane. Here is your astrology and tarot for May 27th to June 2nd. Aries, laying the foundations for something special in June with your home base, your extended family or household, your town, property interests, or anything that you call your sanctuary will be easy. You have a firm supporter in June. You also have the information that you need. Planning ahead, use the new apartment, house, accommodation cycles from June 21. You also have a terrific new Jupiter cycle now. Your way with words, images, and ideas is at the heart of wonderful developments, possibly involving cutting-edge tech advances from May the 26th. Your tarot card this week, Aries, is the Ace of Wands. It shows the big idea. It landed on May the 21st and grows from May 26th. So just now, although it's on paper or in your head, eventually it will be digital and very real from around June 4, and near June 6, it's a fresh start for you. Taurus, keep your eyes on the prize of new reality with your group or friend, new boundaries, new structure and order, and wish for it on the new moon in Gemini on June the 6th, along with more money to be saved or made, as remarkable outcomes are possible in business, charity, property, or banking by the end of June. In fact, this goes on until next year, Taurus. Saving money or making it is the name of the game when you have Jupiter in your second house. You are also entering a phase when anything hidden or submerged will reward you when you push past convention or tradition. Nobody else can see what matters to you or know about it, but you know exactly what I mean. It may be your God, it may be the tarot or therapy. Your tarot card this week is the Ace of Pentacles. So it's back to the money saved or made. Try even a small amount and you'll see rewards. Gemini, you will form a powerful new connection in another region or country within months, maybe weeks, now that Jupiter in Gemini is moving towards Pluto and a trine, and the signs are here this week. The reward may be a special relationship with a foreigner, memorable trip away, a new home abroad, or an important professional link. It can also happen at home in your own town with somebody who speaks a second language. You also have a useful new moon in Gemini on the 6th of June, showing you just how a relaunch of your title, name, or appearance could reboot things. Follow your nose and enjoy what lies ahead, as Jupiter in Gemini has the answers, the opportunities, and the chance to take more from public life on the internet. Your tarot card this week is the World. These people or places are already calling, and as June rolls on, it becomes impossible to ignore. Cancer, life can deliver in the most intriguing way sometimes, and the effort that you put into particular dreams or goals involving self-help, your psychic ability, your God, counseling, dream interpretation, hypnosis, meditation, and your inner life as a whole will deliver high hope in June as Jupiter in Gemini kicks in, and the new moon on the 6th of June promises a fresh start. You are ruled by the moon, as you know, so when we see the moon in your 12th house of inner self alongside Jupiter, this is a really big solution or opportunity. In addition to this, your working life, employment, or university career is eased enormously after months of difficulty as you finally turn the corner from the last few weeks. Your tarot card this week is the Hermit. Leo, another reality check about your health, your lifestyle, or your day-to-day workload requires more research and a no-nonsense approach, according to your horoscope. You have been given a big deal from a Ceres transit or a big bargain to make in this department with your wellness or your workload, but it's still not the whole story. You have been going back and forth since May the 15th, and it may not be until December 7th that you can say this is a done deal and a final act. Until then, it is a process in motion with lots of to and fro. You can aim high for bigger solutions, and you will sign off from this just a few weeks before Christmas. But for now, you have to stay with it. Virgo, Neptune in Pisces is at large now. Look at the boundaries with your arch enemy, if you have one, and very much with your former, current, or potential partner. The partnership may be personal or professional. An unrealistic situation with him or her does need a second look this week because escapism is one thing, but this situation needs boundaries. If you are fantasizing about someone you have met, get real about him or her and his or her life and any other people in the story. That's just one example. This is also the time to welcome a special new cycle, not seen in 12 years, which gives you opportunities for success on your terms. There will be a great deal of talk, planning, and news surrounding this between now and August. All of it hopeful, all of it positive. You have this cycle until June 2025, Virgo. Libra, a stunning moment of truth reveals just how many rewards you have earned over the years as you realize that foreigners, foreign places, publishing, the web, or academia is buried treasure. Jupiter in Gemini can do that for you. So it's time to expand and explore across the internet, a microphone, or just on good old-fashioned paper. Keep your eyes on the family, property, household, or hometown goals as well. They have gone back and forth since the end of February, and the whole year may be stop-start, but you will sign off on December 7. Scorpio. Like a searchlight sweeping the ocean, the sun this week will illuminate what has been hidden about yourself or your life for such a long time. There is buried treasure down there, along with real finance, charity, business, or property payoffs, potential, and promises as you go into June. The Sun, together with Jupiter in the sign of Gemini in your solar 8th house, is a nice nod to a richer future as you stand to save or make money over the next 12 months. At some point, this Gemini Sun will make amazing patterns in your zone of legacies, wills, and trust funds. It's also very much about joint finance, so marriage and mortgage. Big picture, long picture. Your tarot card is the Four of Pentacles. Sagittarius, the extent of your cosmic rewards, with or through a partner, professionally or on a personal level, will be revealed from now until the end of June, and glittering prizes with this person may well be on offer for you, depending on how hard you worked 12 years ago, with the same options: a duet, a pair, or a couple. Your next trip will be a revamped love life with new potential if you two are still good together. If you are in a rocky marriage or relationship, then these transits in Gemini will offer you a way through or out. If you are single and you missed the boat with a potential girlfriend or boyfriend even 12 years ago, 24 years ago, then on these Jupiter cycles, you can try one more time and have a really good chance. Capricorn. Now you can see every number, calculation, or detail in dazzling clarity, and the news should range some empowering solutions in front of you. It's all about the numbers and it's all about control. Pluto in Aquarius can be like that. The amount of care and energy you put into the money, the business, the property, possessions, or charity for the next 12 months will produce results or even give you one final chance to build on what you've already achieved. The rains are waiting if you have the willpower and the self-control. Also this week, Jupiter, with all his improvement and opportunity, lands in your zone of lifestyle, well-being, workload, and daily routine. You are turning a very big corner. Aquarius, Jupiter in Gemini is here to help. The next generation should remain your biggest priority, or a relationship which might deliver a younger generation to your door. Even when the past did not meet your expectations, you still kept the faith with people and plans which you hoped would eventually reward you. Now, that hope is revived, from courtship to the bedroom to parenthood to younger people in general. There is a new pathway opening up as the new moon takes hold and you go into early June. By June 2025, you will have seen some really big deliveries with this. Your tarot card is the Sun, which shows a child on a horse. Pisces. Allow for a fresh beginning and a generally sunny, optimistic outlook as the Sun and Jupiter catch speed with each other in your zone of household, family, home, property, and accommodation. The biggest and best is possible for you with the place that you think of as a sanctuary or the one that you want by June 2025. There is nothing wrong with a rehearsal as May closes and June opens. You are quite right to have faith in projects, ideas, and plans which allow you to explore your ideas about what a home should be, or what a family circle or extended household could be, your ideas about what your town or country should mean to you. All of this is up in front of you. Your tarot card this week is the Ten of Cups, and all the tarot cards can be decoded at my website. So just quickly, that's Aries, the Ace of Wands, Taurus, the Ace of Pentacles, Gemini, the World, Cancer, the Hermit, Leo, Temperance, Virgo, the Magician, Libra, the Three of Wands, Scorpio, the Four of Pentacles, Sagittarius, the Lovers, Capricorn, the King of Pentacles, Aquarius, the Sun, and Pisces, the Ten of Cups. Famous birthdays this week include Jason Donovan, who is 56 on the 1st of June. I interviewed him once and he said that at his funeral he'd like his ashes to be put inside a surfboard and floated out to sea. But he does have that kind of horoscope. Mike Joyce is 61 on the 1st of June, Tony Hadley is 64 on the 2nd of June, and Charlie Watts would have been 83 on the 2nd of June. If it's your birthday, then happy birthday. Jupiter is in a 12-year conjunction with your Sun. You will shine brightest when you chase the big idea, the course, or the project that puts your voice or words first. Babies born this week are very Gemini, with the Sun, Venus, and Jupiter in that sign. Their brother, sister, or cousin, now or later, is more important to them than anybody else. Fated connections this week are financial, from Taurus to Scorpio. Both these signs make or save a small fortune if they try, and both are linked from now until June 2025. In your birth chart this week, there is a big transit. We find Jupiter at 1 Gemini, trine Pluto at 1 Aquarius. That happens on the 2nd of June. Allow a day either side. This is big and it's important. The Jupiter-Pluto trine is powerful and of huge benefit. It's a game changer. If you have anything in Gemini at all, it will be about the internet, the media, or education, the world of words, maybe AI. If you have anything in Aquarius in your chart at all, this is going to be about friends and groups. If you have both Gemini and Aquarius in your natal chart, then it goes together. It will be the internet and the community, the media and the team, your brother, for example, and your friend. Even if Gemini and Aquarius aren't in your birth chart, you still gain from the global weather, as June 2 will be used quite deliberately by some people within government and corporations to launch a big new push online, and you stand to benefit from that. Let's talk more about Jupiter in Gemini, then trine Pluto in Aquarius. This last happened on the 16th of July, 1787. Gemini is about the neighbours, Pluto is about power, Aquarius is about the group, and Jupiter is about growth. Well, what happened on July 13th, just 3 days before, was that the future states of Ohio, Indiana, Illinois, Michigan, and Wisconsin became a reality in the US, new neighbours of 1787. A couple of months later, the US Constitution was signed, lots of new neighbours. Before that, we had a Jupiter in Gemini trine to Pluto in Aquarius, the same thing, on the 15th of June, 1538, at 6 o'clock in the morning in London. What happened then tells us what's going to happen next in 2024. On the 18th of June, 3 days later, France and Italy, the neighbours, made peace. The Italian war was over. So in 2024, you'd be watching Gaza, the Sudan, and Ukraine. If we're going to place bets, you would expect the Jupiter-Pluto trine of June the 2nd, 2024, to be about neighbouring places on the map, territory, borders, and possible new boundaries. You would be definitely looking at Israel and Palestine into the future. Going back to the original Jupiter-Pluto trine in the history books, 1538 was a big year all round for truces between neighbours. Austria and Hungary buried the hatchet that year. Does this work in your own life? Absolutely. If you have Gemini factors in your birth chart in the third house of neighbours, your chances of growing something with the community, building a fantastic outcome with a neighbour, or even reaching a peace treaty if you and your neighbours have been battling, well, that chance is very high. Along with neighbours, Gemini also rules information, knowledge, and ideas. So this takes us back to 1538 when an awful lot of books got released from the monasteries. It was the dissolution of the monasteries by Henry VIII. There was a massive sell-off of books previously held in libraries by the church. So that fits. Smaller churches, such as those at Bath and Tewkesbury, were sometimes bought by the community collectively, and that's very Aquarian. So in 2024, we would apply this to the internet. Schools were also the result of the dissolution on the last cycle. So again, this is about education. Our Jupiter-Pluto trine in Gemini and also Aquarius is just up ahead. And we also have Jupiter in Gemini and Uranus in Gemini, the internet revolution from the 8th of July, 2025. In fact, by 2033, we'll be looking back at this week and realising this is where it all began. We're bound to see some big shift in the control online, giving power back to the people and away from the very few internet overlords. So whether it's Google or whether it's Elon Musk or Mark Zuckerberg, this is the way that symbolically the astrology will work this year and next year too. And of course, this is about AI, artificial intelligence. When Henry VIII closed the monasteries over 500 years ago, education opened up to the masses with more grammar schools. A boom in literacy followed with mass-produced information. This was the era of the newly invented printing press. So in 2024, it doesn't take much head-scratching to realise that AI is going to be really big. And if you have anything in your birth chart at one Gemini, one Libra, one Sagittarius, one Aquarius or one Aries, then you will be caught up in what happens. The idea of neighbours is also central to what is coming, as we've seen. The entire redrawing of the map in certain parts of Europe, for example, sounds like a possibility with this kind of transit. So we're up for a trine. It's historic. It will be really interesting to see how this plays out, given its history. But with Jupiter involved, it's always going to be a good thing. I'll catch up with you next week.